do while loop, which is similar to a while loop. I've done a while loop here with no way of, it's going to continuously break, it's going to loop the code inside the braces, and it's because we've passed it true. So we've not passed a test condition, we've just passed it true, which the test the condition would create if it was true. If it was false, it would create a false. So we can just type these keywords in, true and false, which means because this is true, it's always going to be looping. And so if I go run the program, it's going to stop it. There's no way of stopping it. Well, if I do false, if I spell false right, and if I run the program, nothing happens, because the loop, we never entered the loop. And so what I'm going to do, just to hold on to the DOS prompt, the console. So that will hold on to it. So if I run it again, it holds on to it, and nothing's happened, because it's not the while condition has tested its condition. It's already got false here, so it's false. So that means a while loop will not execute its loop. It'll move on to the next command, which is this one. But if it's true, so we continue to execute this code time after time unless we give it a condition. So 1 x or 1 is less than 2, which is false. When it reaches a false condition, it will not execute the code. So we need some way of breaking out. I covered that in the last tutorial. The reason why I'm showing this is because a do loop is the same as a while loop, but the opposite. The while loop is at the end of the braces. So if I take away the braces, if I take away the while, right, I've got the braces and I've got the code that we want to execute. Right, before the braces, you type do, and at the end of the braces, you type while, and then you put in your condition. And so I'm going to do false. So the condition is false. So that means the while loop is not going to execute the code inside the braces. That's the way it would be with a while loop. But with a do loop, it executes it once before it gets to this condition. The code gets executed one line at a time. So it goes into main, everything's alright with main. The braces, open braces, it goes to do, okay, do loop, goes to the braces for the code, executes the code, leaves the loop, and tests the condition for true or false. And so the while is false, so it's not going to loop. So it exits the loop and doesn't go back to the do and moves on to the next line. And so that means that the code inside the loop will always get executed at least once, even if it's false, like it's happened now. Executed once, and then it's exited the loop because the while condition was false. If it was true, it will continually loop and execute the code, as I'll show you. And it'll do that until this becomes false. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a condition in. X int x equals, let's see, 0. We'll start at 0, it could be any number at all. And inside the loop, we're going to say x equals x x plus 1. And so we're going to, every time it loops, we're going to add 1 to x. So x is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to go a condition x is less than 5. What this means is that we're going to loop 5 times, and then the while condition is going to become false and it's going to exit the loop. So there are 5 times. So it's the same as a while loop, but, and I'll change this, I'll put this to 10 just to show you that this condition, this while condition stops the loop 10 times. And so the difference is this while in a while loop is at the top and there's no do. With a do while, the do is at the beginning of the code where the braces, and then the while condition is tested at the end. So the code will always be executed once in a do while loop, but with a while loop, if it's false, it will not be executed at all. But if it's false with a do and while loop, it will be executed at least once. I'm just going to have to put that back. Undo. So that's a do while loop. So again, thank you for your time, and I hope that helps.